Today we explore a familiar yet often overlooked phenomenon, social jet lag. Imagine waking up on a Monday feeling like you just returned from a long journey, even though you haven't been anywhere. Over the weekend, many of us indulge in extra sleep, relaxed routines, and a shift in our usual patterns. This simple change can lead to our body clock falling out of sync, creating what scientists call social jet lag. Picture your body as a finely tuned orchestra with an internal clock called the circadian rhythm keeping everything in time. Every day, our cells, hormones, and organs work together in a predictable rhythm to wake us up, energize us during the day, and wind down at night. Now imagine if the conductor suddenly changed the tempo on the weekend. Your orchestra might try to follow, but when Monday comes, the mismatched beats leave you feeling off-key. In this opening scene, you see a vibrant clock that looks familiar on weekdays but then becomes misaligned on weekends. The clock's hands start dancing to a different rhythm, causing noticeable shifts in energy levels. This harmonious system, when disrupted, creates an experience much like the disorientation that travelers feel when crossing time zones. However, instead of moving across geography, you're simply shifting your sleep schedule. By the end of the weekend, what once was a perfectly timed routine now feels as if it's been reset unexpectedly. Envision a split screen. On one side, your typical weekday schedule. On the other, your carefree weekend routine. During the week, you might wake up at a precise, consistent time to get ready for work or school, your body anticipating this precise moment with preparedness and focus. Visualize the crisp early morning air as you rise, each moment meticulously scheduled to carry you through your day. Then comes the weekend, where the gentle pull of extra sleep becomes irresistible. You allow yourself the luxury of a few more hours of rest, and perhaps even a little indulgence in staying up later than usual. In this altered state, the natural alarm of your body clock falters, like a familiar melody suddenly played at a different speed. The misalignment here is sudden and profound. You might find that by Monday, your body struggles to pinpoint the precise moment to re-engage with the weekday routine. That's social jet lag at work. Now, let's lift the curtain on the science behind the disruption. The circadian rhythm is not simply about sleep, it touches nearly every function, from alertness to digestion. This internal clock operates on a cycle that syncs with natural light and darkness. When you alter your sleep and wake times on the weekend, you inadvertently shift this rhythm. The result is a temporary state of misalignment, a mismatch between your body's internal timing and the demands of your calendar. Imagine your internal clock as a delicate balance. During weekdays, the serenade of sunrise gently rouses you, while the soft lullabies of evening naturally coax you into sleep. Let's say you normally achieve about 7 to 8 hours of sleep on workdays. On the weekend, however, you extend that sleep by 2 or 3 hours. Initially, that extra rest feels like a luxury. But once Monday arrives, you might notice an unexpected feeling akin to traveling across time zones. It's as if your internal hours have shifted, leaving you unprepared for the early morning light. This phenomenon is not merely about feeling extra tired, it's about the disruption of a precisely timed system. Circadian rhythms affect hormone production, energy levels, and even mood. The imbalance can make it challenging to perform tasks, interact with others, or even feel your best throughout the day. Even a few hours difference in sleep timing can ripple across the entire day, leading to that all-too-familiar Monday fatigue. Imagine stepping into your Monday morning with your mind still lingering in the relaxed haze of the weekend. The transition back is abrupt, like an unexpected drop in temperature on a sunny day. This scene unfolds with the realization that, despite your best efforts to remain refreshed, something inside feels off. The vivid images of a well-rested weekend give way to the drudgery of early morning alarms and the persistent battle against sleep inertia. This state, Monday fatigue, is more than just a grumbling complaint. It's a signal from your body. It's as if your mind and body are protesting the sudden reintroduction to a rigid schedule after a taste of freedom. During the weekend, your sleep patterns have deviated from the norm, and your body's natural state of alertness has readjusted itself to those leisurely hours. Come Monday, the difference in rhythm creates a backlog of sluggish responses, and the usual energy seems to hit the ceiling before the day truly begins. In the background of this scene, visualize a serene morning losing its luster. The sun may be rising, but your inner clock is still in the slow mode, a subtle but persistent reminder of the weekend's indulgence. This is a gentle nudge that maintaining a consistent sleep schedule is key to keeping your body's natural timekeeper in sync with the demands of the modern world. Given the chaos of resetting your internal clock, there are effective strategies to help your body embrace its regular rhythm again. Think of it as a gradual tuning process, rather than an abrupt reset. It begins with understanding that the human body thrives on consistency. Picture yourself adjusting your schedule step by step, like slowly aligning the hands of a clock until they match the correct time. One effective technique involves small shifts. Instead of a sudden change from a late Saturday sleep-in to an early Monday wake-up, try to gradually advance your wake-up time by just 15 to 20 minutes over several days. This gentle adjustment allows the body to adapt, minimizing the shock of drastic change. Over the course of a week, these incremental shifts help re-establish a stable pattern. Another strategy is exposure to natural light early in the day. The early morning sunlight acts as a natural cue for your internal clock, encouraging your body to wake up and kickstart metabolism. Imagine stepping outside and feeling the brisk, invigorating coolness of a morning breeze as sun rays gently filter through the trees, each ray a signal that it's time to be awake and alert. Incorporating a regular bedtime routine is equally helpful. Engaging in calming activities, perhaps a warm cup of herbal tea, a few moments of meditation, or reading, signals to your body that it's time to wind down. It's as if you're setting the stage for the finale of a performance, where every note is timed to perfection. Over time, these rituals become part of the seamless symphony of your day. Even slight modifications in weekend routines can help. On Saturdays and Sundays, try to stick closer to your weekday sleep schedule. This doesn't mean you have to sacrifice leisure time. It simply means setting boundaries that keep your internal clock from going off beat. A commitment to balance ensures that free time remains restorative, not disruptive. As you embark on this journey to harmonize your internal clock, visualize the transformation from confusion to clarity. In this transformative scene, the once misaligned clock on your digital display gradually moves in unison with your bustling everyday schedule. The chaotic fusion between weekend oversleep and weekday crash gives way to a synchronized rhythm that feels natural and restorative. Imagine a timeline where every day flows seamlessly into the next. The early morning light wakes you gently. The midday energy peaks right when you need it, and as dusk arrives, a sense of calm wraps around you like a cozy blanket. The narrative here emphasizes that a few thoughtful adjustments, consistent wake times, strategic light exposure, and adherence to a calming evening ritual can transform your experience. You are not merely fighting fatigue, you are reconnecting with the innate wisdom of your body. In this moment, feel the satisfaction of regaining control over your schedule. Each day becomes predictable yet adaptable, a perfect blend of routine and spontaneity. The science of circadian rhythms, once an abstract idea, now unfolds as a living, breathing guide that helps you navigate the ebb and flow of daily life. Your internal clock, no longer confused by the erratic dance of weekend oversleep, resumes its role as the silent drummer of your life, setting the pace for vitality and well-being. Consider social jet lag as a quiet disruption rather than a catastrophic breakdown. The internal dissonance may initially feel overwhelming, but with each gentle adjustment, the path to synchronization becomes clearer. In our narrative, social jet lag evolves from an unexpected guest, a nuisance disrupting your routine, to a teacher offering insights into the complexity of your own biological rhythms. Embrace gradual change as an art. Instead of swinging between extremes on weekends and weekdays, you aim for a steady, moderate pace that supports your body's natural progression. Think of it as fine-tuning a vintage musical instrument. The process demands patience, finesse, and the willingness to experiment gently with your routines. Every slight reshuffle in your sleep and wake times is a brushstroke on a larger canvas, depicting the beautiful interplay between rest and alertness. Visualize this adjustment not as a chore, but as a meeting with an old friend, the friend being your own body at its best. The act of aligning your sleep schedule mirrors the way artists refine their skills over time, finding the perfect balance between practice and rest. In this scene, you learn that small modifications lead to significant improvements. Each day becomes an opportunity to honor your natural rhythm, turning social jet lag into a stepping stone toward better health, rather than a stumbling block. The weekend, with all its allure, need not be a battleground for your circadian rhythm. Instead, it can be a time of recharging that coexists with your weekday responsibilities. By setting mindful limits on how late you sleep in, and by planning your days with a natural flow, you can enjoy the best of both worlds. Picture a weekend morning where the alarm still rings at a familiar hour, but you allow yourself the freedom to indulge in a slightly later start only if your body genuinely needs it. Perhaps you enjoy a long, soulful morning coffee, savor each moment of silence, and then gradually ease into the day. It isn't a radical shift away from routine, it is a deliberate, thoughtful recalibration. In this creative adjustment, the idea is to modify, not to overhaul your schedule. A few small sacrifices during your weekend routine can lead to brighter, more vibrant weekdays. By respecting the inherent signals from within, you learn a valuable lesson. The message is clear: The secret to sustained energy and concentration lies in the art of balance. Integrating structured routine with periods of gentle freedom helps preserve the integrity of your internal clock. Allow your mind to wander through a day sculpted by a well-synchronized internal clock. The early morning begins with the soft glow of dawn, accompanied by a gentle alarm that invites you into a state of wakefulness. The room is filled with the quiet hum of nature, the sun rising slowly at the horizon, whispering promises of a new beginning. You step outside, feeling the crisp air on your skin, each breath reaffirming the harmony between your inner rhythm and the natural world. Throughout the day, you experience a steady stream of energy. Work tasks become easier to manage, interactions flow smoothly, the unpredictable fog of grogginess dissipates, replaced by a clear focus that empowers you to tackle challenges. Lunchtime is not merely an intermission between tasks, but a reminder that your body's natural cycle is aligned, allowing for a well-timed break that nourishes both body and soul. As the afternoon unfolds, you notice that even the routine tasks feel less taxing because your natural alertness remains intact. The transition from work to leisure is seamless, a brief interlude of creativity and reflection. Finally, as dusk falls, a quiet signal echoes from within. It is time to wind down. Evening rituals take on a comforting quality, whether it's a calm walk, a good book, or a moment of meditation. With every passing hour, the balance achieved over previous days becomes evident. Here, in this narrative, the alignment between your body's clock and your daily commitments forms the very foundation of an enriched life. As this journey through social jet lag comes to a pause, the overarching message resonates clearly. Your body's clock is an integral part of your health and well-being. The apparent chaos of weekend oversleep is simply a signal, a call to gently align your lifestyle with the unique rhythm that naturally governs you. There is beauty in consistency, and there is wisdom in tuning into the subtle cues your body sends. Embrace each day as an opportunity to reconnect with your natural rhythm. Picture each morning as a blank canvas where you have the power to decide how best to harmonize the cadence of your day. With thoughtful adjustments and a willingness to adapt, the disruptive effects of social jet lag can be transformed into moments of insight and rejuvenation. In this final scene, think of yourself as a skilled conductor leading an orchestra. The elements of your life, sleep, activity, nourishment, and rest, are your instruments. When played in concert, every note adds to the symphony of health. No longer do you suffer the missteps of an erratic routine. Instead, you step forward with newfound understanding and a keen sense of balance. Your internal clock, once derailed by weekend indulgences, now dances smoothly to the beat of your designed rhythm. Reflect on the lessons learned today. Social jet lag is not an insurmountable foe. It is a gentle reminder of how intricately connected our lives are to the natural cycles that govern the world. The strategy is not to fight against the innate need for rest during weekends, but rather to honor it in a measured way that ensures balance when the week resumes. Every morning brings with it the promise of a recharged body clock, if you take the time to nurture your inner rhythm. Consider the simple adjustments, modest shifts in your wake-up time, purposeful exposure to morning light, and the establishment of a peaceful nightly routine. These are not lofty ideals but practical steps, each as tangible as the first light of day, that pave the path toward a more invigorated and harmonious existence. Let this guide be a gentle companion whenever you find yourself struggling with Monday fatigue. Instead of seeing the weekend as a break from responsibility, view it as a chance to replenish your energy reserves, all the while keeping a mindful eye on the balance that sustains your well-being. Every adjustment you make carries you one step closer to mastering the art of living in tune with your own internal clock. By integrating these steps into your daily routine, you reclaim the natural flow that makes each day resilient and full of purpose. Remember, your body is your greatest ally. Treat its rhythms with respect and allow them to lead you through a life filled with energy, balance, and joy. Take a moment to reflect on your daily routine. Are there little shifts you can make today that might help synchronize your internal clock? Begin by keeping a diary of your sleep patterns for a week, making small notes about what time you sleep and wake, and how you feel when you start the day. Notice the gradual changes as adjustments are introduced. Maybe you decide to experiment with waking up 15 minutes earlier each day, or simply prioritize natural sunlight in the morning. Perhaps you choose a calming activity before bed, a ritual that signals to your body that it is time for rest. And as you experiment with these changes, recognize that the journey toward personal balance is not about perfection. It is about mindful change, about listening to the subtle cues that nature provides. Imagine waking up on a future Monday feeling just as refreshed as any other day. The alarm rings, and with a clear mind and a steady heartbeat, you greet the day knowing that the rhythm within is aligned perfectly with the world outside. That is the art of harmonizing with your internal clock, a practice that transforms the ordinary into a well-lived symphony of life. The interplay between weekend freedom and weekday discipline is not a battle to be won, but a dance to be embraced. By choosing to honor your body's natural cycles and integrating gentle, thoughtful adjustments into your routine, you open the door to a life that feels inherently balanced. Social jet lag, once a disruptive challenge, becomes a guide leading you toward a deeper understanding of yourself. May every day be a reminder of the quiet power within you, the power to tune into the natural flow of life, and to move gracefully with its rhythms. Remember, your internal clock does not exist in isolation. It is a reflection of the world around you. In caring for it, you care for every facet of your life. As you step forward, let this guide serve as a testament to the remarkable potential hidden within each day. With awareness, careful adjustment, and a touch of creativity, you can transform social jet lag from a source of fatigue into a powerful ally, a silent, steadfast drumbeat that carries you through the highs and lows of everyday life. Call upon the lessons here: small steps, mindful choices, and a commitment to balance. Your journey to a synchronized life has begun. Every moment is an opportunity to align, every day an invitation to rediscover the harmony within. Now, let your internal clock guide you forward into a world where each morning is met with readiness, each afternoon with vibrant energy, and each night with the promise of another well-aligned tomorrow. Today's exploration of social jet lag reminds us that the chaos of oversleeping on weekends is not a punishment, but rather a message that urges us to reconsider our choices, adjust our habits, and ultimately find a mindful path that honors our natural rhythm. It's a reminder that the beauty of life lies in the delicate balance of rest and activity, sleep and wakefulness. May you carry these insights with you, letting them guide every sunrise and every sunset. In the gentle art of aligning your days, you discover not only the secret to a healthier routine, but also the joy of living in perfect harmony with your true self. Remember, the power to transform your life is in the rhythm of your choices. Embrace it fully, and let every day resonate with the promise of a balanced, energetic life. This concludes your comprehensive guide on social jet lag and the gentle art of harmonizing your internal clock. Step into tomorrow with the confidence and clarity that comes from a balanced rhythm, and let your life flow as naturally as the passage of time itself.